Hey everybody, happy Friday. Danny Shay in his bathrobe, yay! With a new covering for my filing cabinet that everybody seems to want to comment on. And a couple of things before we get into this. This is going to be a one and done. Already it's going to be long because this is like the third time I've recorded it and got hung up, so I started again. So hopefully I won't be repeating myself too much. All right, couple of announcements right off the bat. Today I'm going to be doing current events with Debbie and Lisa on Freebird Spirits channel, FriYay Live. The second thing I wanted to say is this week I got a mediumship reading, mediumship, Akashic reading, general reading from Medium Kim. It was phenomenal. And if you all haven't, if you're thinking of, I'm thinking about getting a reading, put her on the list. She's really good. I also had another Akashic reading that was awesome. I don't think she's letting me know or wanting people to know that she's doing these yet, so I'm just going to hold off on that. But what both of those were saying was that I need to start doing a journey class again. So I am going to be doing one. I am going to be setting it up. I'm announcing it now. If you want any information on it, email me at dshayclass@gmail.com. dshayclass, and I'll put that at the bottom of the underneath the video. I'm not sure what it will be yet. I've been marinating in this a little bit, so I have a general idea. It'll probably start off at the very beginning, talking about the tools, the three worlds, very briefly. It's not a deep dive in shamanistic journeys, but we are going to be using shaman tools in the upper, lower, middle worlds, etc. But it's all about direct revelation. It's all about us personally finding our own inner truths as we journey through this. And we're also going to do some co-creating, I think, because I think that's hugely important. And anyway, we'll get into that later. Today, what I wanted to talk about was there was a lot of space news this week. We had Russia and North Korea meeting, and the reports that I was getting was that Russia wanted bullets and North Korea wanted spy technology and rocket technology, and one reported that they wanted to put a nuke on top of this rocket, which would be just horrific for everyone. Everything. And I was thinking about that, and I went, well, that's not going to happen. When I got quiet, I go, that's just not going to happen. Our galactic friends are not going to allow that. And it just came into my head. I mean, it was not like, I'm thinking about our galactic friends. No, it just like boom. And then I started thinking, which is dangerous. I started thinking of Japan crashing their lunar lander into the moon and then getting another one ready really quickly. And I think they're launching it, or they've already launched it or something, but they're sending another one up. I may get the countries wrong. It doesn't matter. India is going to the moon. China is there on the dark side. And it's I never really thought about this before, but the moon doesn't spin. Like, really? No. So the dark side is always the dark side. We never get to see the dark side. Well, China does, but we don't unless we go around the moon. But for us on Earth, we don't get to see it. So since we can't see it, nothing must be happening there, right? Then the other news that I got was that there was some kind of panel. And again, I didn't really look into it because what they said just immediately turned me off. But what I think I heard was that there were no ET landings on the Earth. No Galactics, no spaceships. And they said, we need to trust the science. And then the panel was going, yes, but trust and verify or some BS like that. And then Mexico had this thing where they came up with these ancient alien mummies that I think are probably debunked already. Somebody had a video on crop circles. The thing for me is I believe in crop circles. I believe they have a message. I believe they are created from maybe a spaceship, maybe from our galactic friends. Yes, definitely. Now, whether they were made by man, which some of them are, whether they were made by just energy forces, which I believe that is true too, if the man-made ones really have energy and feel powerful, then they were from space, filtered through man. Just like when I pull cards, I go, why are the cards so truthful? They're just cards, but it's the energy behind them. Okay, so I wanted to pull a couple of cards. Where I want to go with this today is, are our galactic friends going to show themselves on the planet soon? Earth soon, not galactic soon, because galactic soon could be, what, 1,000 years? No, Earth soon. I sent them a watch, and it's got seconds and minutes and hours. Soon. All right, so let's take a look at number one. Do these guys really exist? I mean, is this something we should even be talking about? I'm using my Starstream Oracle deck. My younger brother said, this is your deck. You need to get this deck when we were in Shasta. And I go, yeah, it's really pretty. You know, it's got a lot of earth things. It's got beehives and it's got the Loch Ness monster down there. And it looks really cool. Yeah. And he goes, yeah, don't forget the spaceship. And I go, oh, all right then. Time for me to get that. So at the base of the deck that I pulled, are these guys real? Are these guys real? I got, this came at the bottom of the deck. Think outside the flock. If we're going to be trusting the science as we know it today, it feels like they're just hiding something. When anybody says trust the science, I push back on it. I go, what science do you want me to trust? The science from the 50s, the food pyramid science? Do you want me to trust ancient science in the shaman era where we have the whole planet separated, but they all practice the same spiritual practices? Practice the same spiritual practice. I mean, there's a science in there, but it's, you know, it anyway. Think outside the flock. So these guys in this panel that say no, they didn't land here. It's like you're thinking too inside the box. You're not expanding your thoughts. And the second card that I pulled, when I shuffled and pulled and shuffled and got it, I got this guy. Now, the story with this guy, this is the journey of Ilya. This is a Russian guy, right? So, and it's interesting that I pulled a Russian card when we're talking about Russia and North Korea. Nothing is absolute. Change is the only constant. So the story with this guy is, according to the book that came with the cards, is that he was a cripple and he went to see these, let me see, I do have it flagged, two supernatural people who healed his afflictions and gave him a white horse so that he could travel around and go on these quests in Russia. And he was like this protector of Russia. So in his old age, he comes to this signpost, and it's a tree. And on this tree, it says, there's three things written on this tree. It says, these are absolute statements, by the way. He who travels the first road shall be slain. All right then. He who travels the second road shall be married. All right. And he who travels the third road shall be rich. And he looks at these things, and he is a wise man now. He transmutes the outcome through his own wisdom. Goes back to the tree, crosses out the statement, writing in a new result, proving that every situation can be changed. So these guys saying it didn't happen, we get to cross it out and we get to write our own message, transmute it, which is kind of what we're going to be doing in this journey session that we're going to be doing in the weeks coming up. If we want our galactic pals to come visit us, we need to stop saying, we don't want you here. You didn't exist. It's not a very nice way to invite somebody into your home. So, I am using my contact cards. Let's see, will the ETs come to help us to prevent us from killing ourselves? Will the ETs show up soon or prevent us from destroying our planet? Now, the contact cards, there are planets, stars, ships, aliens, and crop circles. Each one has a different flavor to it. And as I pull them, I will let you know. Okay. So, will the aliens, will our galactic friends, ETs, I don't want to call them aliens because they were probably here before, you know, star seeding and stuff. My wife goes, do you know, I think I have this right, that we have 1/3 the DNA of a daffodil? Really? No. There's epigenetics all involved in that, where we're turning on and off certain aspects of that, which goes way beyond my comprehension. Our environment changes things. Our thoughts change things within our DNA strands. So, okay, let's see. We are asking, well, I am, and those of you still here, we are asking, are the galactic beings going to show themselves in this year to prevent us from killing ourselves? And what I got, interesting, the first card is the seeker in this spread, is who, it's us asking, right? And this is, I got a crop circle, and it's the key. Well, open the door. Open the door. Okay. So I do believe in crop circles. So the conditions around them showing up. Ooh. Aliens. Serious. All right. So serious. But this card means, in simple terms, play. Seriously. Play. Don't take this so seriously. Well, okay, a nuclear war, that's pretty serious. Kim Jong-un having nukes, that's pretty serious. Just play. You know, and listen to the sounds of water, whales, dolphins, light language of nature. Okay, the messages from the guide. Ooh, wormhole, stars. Stars are illumination, they're life cycles, they're goals, and this is wormhole. So this is all about connections. This is all about our connections. And in this connection with, who are we talking about? With our galactic pals, with the guys over there, the big heads. Got to be careful who I call a big-headed. All right, the process, the next card, the process that we are going to go through is, wow, Earth, Moon. So, Earth, Moon, since we were just talking about it, the connections that we are creating in our bombardment of the moon, drilling, creating earthquakes in the moon. Did I talk about the earthquakes in the moon? It's another one that happened this week. It just feels like those connections, they're saying, yeah, we got to do something. You guys are screwing up. You guys are messing up the moon. You're messing up your own planet. So the Earth Moon is all about nature. So it's all about, what the hell are you doing on your own planet? And then you're going up to the moon and you're leaving all your garbage up there. Get it together. That's what I'm hearing them say. All right. So the outcome of this is, we have another crop circle, another message, another guidance, and we have the Sun card. Sun God. It's the Sun God card. And there was something I read today where the sun ejected a big ball of plasma that was huge, huge, and it's circling the sun. And they go, this has never happened before. And I'm like, okay, it's never happened before. How do you know? You're only 60 years old, whoever said this. Well, I can look back in history. Oh, written history. Oh, okay. Maybe they got more information than I do. But anyway, it's probably happened before. Sun God. What is this sun god male energy that is coming through? To me, it feels like that we've overstepped our bounds with this. And let's just pull some clarification cards on it. On this sun goddish God. Ooh, that's probably the right thing. Sun god-ish. Said sun god-ish. Okay. What is this sun god? God energy male. I mean, to me, this is a yes. I mean, if I would just look at this, the key is playing in the interconnectedness of all of this. And it's through nature. We may not know. Okay, so we may not even be getting messages from above where ETs land on the planet. They may already be in the planet underneath the skin and living in what there's a term for it that I can't remember right now, where they're underneath the water, underneath the skin of the planet. There's a whole another water level where there are life, where there is life, galactic beings. Okay, talk to me about this sun god, this outcome, this sun god card. What's the message? It feels like you got the dumbbell there. That's kind of us, and it's like going out and expanding. It's expanding outside the flock. These cards are so good. Look at, they're all blank. The future is not yet written. I ask for clarity, and what do I get? Stop. Okay, I was going to pull one more. And this is like killing me because I always pull 3. Oh, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop. 24. I'm not stopping the reading. I'm going to keep going. All right. So to me, this spread says, yes, they're coming. There are our galactic friends that are asking us to pay attention to the connection, to the interconnectedness of it. Take care of our planet, quit destroying it. Otherwise, you're going to have this, I don't know, is it biblical God energy that's going to come in and flood the planet, give us that, let's start all over again? All right, let's ask our galactic cards. This is the Galactic Heritage deck. For those of you who would like to get a deeper meaning of what these cards say, there's a $10 app that you can put on your phone. It's really a good app. $10, $9.99. Are you out of your mind? $9.99. And it gives you all the gives you all the definitions. It's just like the book. It's just like throwing cards. A couple of different spreads that you can use. So the message that I'm getting from the contact cards was we need to clean up our own business. And if we don't, then what our limited brains think of as God. God created a flood. God creates all this stuff. The earth is going to take care of itself. So, the message is clean up your act. That's what I'm hearing. So, the question I want to ask the Galactic Heritage deck. We have all these DNA strands from different star seeds that we can turn on and off through epigenetics. If our thoughts and our environment turn on different awarenesses and different abilities for us to receive information, that's a deep subject. Will we be able to perceive galactic beings, the human race? Will we be able to perceive galactic beings in the near future using Earth time? Not galactic time. Well, that'll take a while. Yes, galactic time, very soon. There'll be dinosaurs back on the planet. All right, Earth time. Will we get major confirmation? Major confirmation. Why am I thinking of when our indigenous leaders went to the UN to tell them, you guys are screwing up. We need to change course. Was it Fool's Crow that did that? Was it Black Elk? One of the leaders, the tribal leaders, did that. Went to the UN, tried to shake them up. You know, and I'm thinking of all the hieroglyphs with galactic beings drawn on them. Angels with gold halos and lights over their head. Okay. Are the galactic beings going to show up soon? Earth soon? To help our awareness expand. Is that the right question? I think it is, but I don't know. Common ground. We think that that we're only affecting ourselves. This goes back to me in the universal web of creation. We think we're only affecting ourselves. No, this is common ground, not only for earthlings, but for galactic beings. New paradigm. These are big yes cards. Hive mind. Hive mind. Insectoid. Okay. So as I drop down into the reading of this, we need to shift our awareness. There's a common goal for the planets and for each intergalactic species. There's a common ground, the law of one. And we need to shift into that new paradigm, the law, the law of one, which is not new at all, but in Earth terms today, where we have religions that dictate what we can practice and what we can't practice, that hive mind of today probably needs to shift. And as I drop into this reading where we get the Founder's card, beyond wisdom, creator, beyond creator, the Founder's parallel, beyond wisdom, refining galactic lineage. Nothing I can say there. Blind enthusiasm. Let me drop this down so you can see what I'm looking at, so y'all can make sense of it if you choose. I'm going to kick my table up too. There we go. I don't know, can you see this? Does it make sense? Blind enthusiasm. It's interesting when I flip the cards this way, I get like a different meaning to it. Okay. Our galactic pals going to show themselves to us in Earth time in the near future. There's common ground, new paradigm, hive mind. This hive mind, it's kind of throwing me, because is it about our galactic beings going, hey, the hive is being challenged with pollution, with this group of insectoids. I mean, how do we treat insects? We poison them, right? So instead of listening to the sounds that the insects make as light language, we poison them. Now, it's true that insects, the number one cause of death in humans, I believe it's the mosquito. But are our galactic friends going to pay us a visit in the near future in Earth time? There's common ground, a new shift. It's just not one. It's going to be a group of them, because they're all coming together to say, you guys need to clean up your act. Stop poisoning us. The founders are coming into play here. The galactic team. Refining galactic lineage. They put this in place, but we've gone astray from our galactic lineage. We're not paying attention to what we should be paying attention to, which is the law of one. In this blind enthusiasm, the Pleiades, blind enthusiasm. You know, if we stop analyzing things to death, if we just jump, if we are the Fool card and just jump, having blind enthusiasm and awareness, yeah, there are other galactic beings out there that are going to help us. Yeah. Just have that blind enthusiasm instead of saying, well, we need the science. We need to prove it. It's not about science. It's about awareness. All right, you guys. That was kind of one and done. Thank you all for watching. Peace and love.